Hello.
Kyle.
Hey.
Hey.
I just wanted to give her a big hug.
Yeah. Kissy. Hi, friends.
Yeah.
How are we doing? It's a Monday.
Monday. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, I don't like how high up I'm sitting. Nope. I have to go
There you
down
go.
a little bit.
No,
Thank
but
you.
I have to go down a little bit
sorry.
more.
Sorry. There. I can't see all that.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Do you like my shirt?
I do. It's fine. It's fine.
Fine.
Everything's fine.
Yeah. No.
That's kind of the story of your life, right?
Kind of.
Just
yeah.
like, it's
Lately,
fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
I'll cry later.
Don't cry.
No.
No. Everything is fine.
Everything is. It will be fine.
They say.
This is going to make it fine.
Oh my gosh, we're going to have so much fun today.
I'm so excited.
On Three Things at 3.
Yeah, I didn't know what we had.
Oh, fun stuff, huh?
I have to go to the shop like this.
I
can't look at the fabric. I can't look at this now.
Thank you. Donna said you look good and sound better, Kris.
Yeah.
I should have had the cough drop just in case. That was bad.
Rough. I felt bad for you. That was hard. And then I'm sitting here like, and
the thing is, I didn't cough at all afterwards. It was like I taught a class all day, no coughing whatsoever. Boom, 3 at 3. Let's just pound it out
because it was
live.
Not?
Right,
it was live.
Exactly. So,
it's always
and then
good.
I was fine, and I had a great week, and I was out in Chicago. Do I have something on myself?
There you go. I was trying to do it discreetly.
Nonchalantly. Look, do I have lipstick on my teeth?
Nope, you're good.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's a given I have to do. I don't know what was there. Anyway, was in Chicago with Todd and Tammy and Mike.
Sounds like fun.
And we had a good time.
We got some of the download from Tammy.
Did she give you all the info?
Mm-hmm.
All the goods?
Oh, we had to wait around a lot for Kris because everybody wanted to talk to her.
It was too fun.
Yeah,
so
that's awesome.
Anyway, yeah, they were good sports.
Good.
They were good sports.
But they knew their stuff. Todd knows his stuff. Huh?
He does know his stuff.
Yeah.
He's awesome. All right. Yes, I found lots of fun new things for all of you, Dee. Oh, my goodness.
Kris.
And everyone. You guys,
Kris.
I can't help myself. It was so much fun being able to shop.
I just saw what you've got hooked up. I have one.
What?
I'm so excited. The light.
Oh, the light.
I'm so excited now.
Well, we'll talk about that today and how it can help everyone, no matter what you're doing. All right, friends, you're watching Three Things at 3, where theme number 1 is
something to smile about.
How long have we done this, Kyle?
I know. But we talked about something else today. No, I'm so confused.
Theme number 2 is
something to learn.
Something learned. Theme number 3 is a preview.
Yeah.
Things to come.
Yeah, that.
We are changing those words a little bit.
Yeah.
Our new 3 at 3. And probably because we had a meeting about it this morning is probably where your head
I'm
is,
like,
right?
Oh, I'm so confused.
It's all good. We're going to learn all the new things. So
they told me I was a crybaby the other day. I'm like, oh, maybe I am.
Who told you such a thing?
I don't know.
Shame on them.
I know. Kind of am.
It's okay. It's fine.
I'm okay with it.
Fine.
I'm okay.
You're watching Three Things at 3. Let's go.
All right. Yeah.
So, Kris, I couldn't find the.
Maybe not. No, let's not go.
Oh, we're not.
Okay, well.
Phew, good thing we didn't say anything.
Pull it up.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah, yes. So, okay, we're relevant. Fun.
Let's go.
Let's go. I'm like 1, 2, 3.
Let's go. All right. So today is Monday. May 6th.
Monday. Boom, 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 boom.
In case any of you missed it, it was an encore.
People were wanting it.
Yes,
we know.
I'm sure of it. So Yeah. But we just had May the 4th. Did you
Oh.
celebrate May the 4th? How about May the 5th?
5th? Yeah.
5th? Yeah.
Is that today? Well, I don't even
No,
know.
that was yesterday. Today's the
The
6th.
4th, we had big celebration in Mendon.
You did.
Yes, we did.
And Bella danced.
Bella was in the May court, May
Okay.
Queen court, and Olivia danced the maypole.
Oh, fun.
But Bella had to dance the night before, and
Uh-huh. You did the
Jun-
grandma
Jun-
thing all weekend.
junior boys
Yes.
don't want to be bothered with that kind of stuff.
Fair.
We were lucky that the escort showed up. It's the funniest
What
thing
does
ever.
that mean? The
He wasn't gonna
escort
come.
showed up and
Her dance escort.
oh,
Yeah. Chris,
okay, we're so lucky the escort showed up. Okay.
we are.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that was a great day for Mendon.
Oh yeah, it was fun.
Well, May the 4th, in the quilting world, we like to say May the 4th be with you
Yeah,
because you have to press to the dark side
and a quarter of an inch.
and a quarter of inch. So we
fourth of
do
an inch.
have something that Carol Hanley sent to
Oh.
me as you press to the dark side. So
I always
Happy
say
May
that
the
to
4th.
myself, to the
Mhm.
dark side.
I know. Does
Yeah.
it have to be that way?
No.
Exactly.
We got rid of most of the rules in quilting. I'm so
Yes,
happy.
Yes, you don't have to do that.
Those
It's
rules
fine.
were
It's
hard.
fine. If you can, great. And if you can't, it's not the end of the world.
No.
Hey, happy birthday to Cheryl's mother.
Oh,
100th birthday. Oh, in heaven.
Oh,
Well, that
okay.
is still a big
That's still big,
celebration for
big.
sure. For sure. I hope
Wow.
she is partying it up.
Today.
There you go.
Mhm.
Yeah, so the 4th was with the 1/4, the
Yeah.
1/4
Yeah,
was
1/4,
with us,
yes.
for sure. All right, let's see. Kathy Brand sent me a few funnies. This one was good. Let's bring that one up. There we go. This is kind of interesting.
Okay.
It's a painting within a painting being
Yeah.
painted by the painter painting the painting who's also painting himself.
Okay.
Woo!
What?
Say that 10 times
What?
fast.
Okay. I see the
Do-
painter painting the painter.
Do you think
Inside
he had
the
a
painting-
mirror or something? He would have had
Must
I don't
be.
know.
Must be.
like
That'd be wild.
that's kind of Star Warsy to me. Speaking of,
It's all about Star Wars
I don't
today.
know. I don't know. That was just like
Yes,
whoa,
because the dark
weird.
side has cookies.
Do you know who he looks like though? When I first saw it, when Kathy sent this to me, I said he looks like anyone. Who's the first person you think of when you see this picture? I don't know. Now that I look at it longer, I go, eh. But when I first saw this picture, I was like, oh, come on. Anyone?
No.
Anyone?
No. Give me a hint.
Who does this guy look like?
That's not a hint. The Fonz.
Fonz!
Oh, yeah.
Harry Winkler.
Okay. Yeah, because the hair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he just kind of looks like him.
Kind
right?
of.
I don't know. Oh,
Sure.
Michael Douglas. That would be another
Yeah,
one too. He kind of
yeah.
looks like, yeah. And
Sure.
kind of
Sure,
interesting.
Chris. I agree with you.
Fonzie, see?
Uh,
They are all saying it, Kyle.
They're so nice. I'm not very nice.
I can see that. I just think he kind of does.
Now that you say it, I do.
All right, fine. All right. Kathy also sent this one. Go ahead, Kyle.
I had a delicious omelet this morning. The eggs were seasoned with sugar, oil, chocolate, and a little flour thrown in for texture.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
looks good to me.
Yeah, it does.
All
That does
right.
look good.
How about this one?
Mm.
Tomorrow's Monday again. I don't think I can do this every week.
I know. I know. What is that from? That's the cutest
That's
little girl.
It's
I wanted to
isn't
say
it from Monsters?
Monsters. It
Isn't that the
kind of
little
looks like
boo?
her.
I don't know.
Yes, I love that
I
show.
know. So cute.
It's
Anyway,
cute.
Too fun.
Bob Ross's brother.
There you go, Sandra. There you go. All right. This one, I can't
Despicable
remember
Me.
where I saw it, but I thought it was quite funny. Go ahead.
Adult peer pressure is seeing your neighbor mow his lawn. Absolutely.
Isn't that the truth?
Absolutely.
And now's that time.
Mm-hmm.
It's happening.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We mowed ours.
Like,
yeah.
Oh, because the neighbor was mowing theirs, so
Uh-huh,
now it's time.
mhm.
I better.
And they
do
better
mine.
keep it the same length as ours. Otherwise someone will know.
Yep. Exactly.
Have fun.
All right. Well, we hope those things brought a smile to your face. I do have something else real quick that hopefully some of you already got in on it yesterday. But
What? What did I miss out on now?
our cute little tissue totes. I was going to bring them out, but
Hmm.
did you get the tissue totes yet? It's a little downloadable
I love
pattern
those. I love those.
and gift tags that you can download.
Oh,
That
that's a cute
are
idea.
just kind of fun. So
They blew my mind when I first made one. I'm like, oh
They're
my
so
gosh,
easy, right?
Yeah.
So I included on the little tutorial download, I included the settings for if you want to do it on a serger. You can do it by sewing
Ooh.
machine, but also the serger is lickety split.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, sometimes we want just a little something for Mother's Day, like to give to our friends or whatever, just a little something. So that's why you've got the gift tag that says best mom in the world, but you also have a get well. And then I was having fun with
You
gift
got
tags
this.
that I did a few more.
Those are cute.
So
Those are cute.
it's
And you do
99
say you got
cents.
this.
Absolutely.
99 cents for the pattern?
99 cents. Yep, for the pattern.
That's pretty good.
And it's not free in the club, but it's 99 cents is all.
Hey,
And you get the 9 downloadable
9.
printables. There's 9 of them, and then you
On
have the
one page?
directions. Mm-hmm. And then you have the instructions for where to how to sew it or serge it.
Okay.
So, and seriously,
They are fast.
I call it the 2-minute tote.
Mm-hmm.
It literally will take you 2 minutes or less. I mean, it's
Absolutely.
really that simple.
And they are
So,
fun.
and those of you with sergers, you're going to definitely want it because it's so simple and fast and easy. So anyway, it's over on our
Great
website.
project with kids too.
Yeah, definitely would be.
Mhm,
You'd
mhm.
feel so accomplished.
You wanted
like
a gift
they did that.
for them to make for their mom for Mother's Day?
Great idea.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
I'm a thinker.
You are a thinker, and you know people too.
I do know people. Luckily, thank goodness I know people.
Zoop zoop. That's right, Linda. Zoop zoop zoop.
Zoop zoop.
It really is simple.
Mhm.
So anyway, have fun with that. I put it in the last night's or yesterday morning's email.
Oh,
Someone
okay.
was asking where was that posted. It was in yesterday morning's email.
Oh,
But we
okay.
could post it on Facebook too. Anyway,
Yeah.
it's just found over on the website. All right. Well, are you smiling?
I am.
I'm smiling because we're back together.
I
again.
know. If you would stop running around all
Oh,
over.
man, I think I'm put for the next few weeks, especially because I got a graduation coming up.
Oh, you do.
Yeah, Rachel's graduating this
Wow.
year.
What are you gonna
Kinda
do?
crazy. Party. No,
That's not true.
Not true. I
Maybe
get
a
very
little.
sad. It's gonna be fun. I'm
Is
excited.
she gonna
for her.
go to Utah State or college, or is she gonna
She
wait?
is. She's going to Utah State University. We've already got her dorm room.
Get out.
Yeah.
Look at
It's
you.
like a real thing. No, look at her. She is.
On it.
I've always said she's the
On
best
it.
last child. She is on it. She's the one who made all the arrangements.
Good for her. She's like my daughter.
I know.
Yeah.
Just takes
We'll
care
take
of
care
business.
of it.
Very lucky. Very
Mhm.
lucky mom. All right, friends. Well, theme number 1 is officially done, and it's time to move on to theme number 2. It's been a while since you've done that.
I know, but that's gonna be done now. So that's my last time, probably.
Really?
Maybe.
I doubt
Unless I
it.
sneak it in.
I doubt it.
All right.
So, theme number 2, something to learn. All right.
Well,
To start off with, I thought it would be fun. I saw our friend Patricia Hale had posted this, and I thought it just kind of cracked me up. And I said, "Oh, that's a perfect segue for today."
Oh, okay.
All right, you ready?
Western New York.
I never finish anything.
I love it. I love it.
Is that so good?
That is good.
Yeah,
truth.
It's the truth. But
I
that's okay.
love it.
Hey,
At least you framed
you know
it.
what? Exactly. That's right. So I think, you know what? That's the perfect segue for today, because get ready for this. We're talking cross stitch.
Oh boy.
Now,
Oh boy.
now,
Yeah.
now, now.
Don't fall off. Don't fall off.
do not stick with us. Stick with us, because I know many of you out there are going to be like, peace out.
Yeah.
I'm out of here. I do machine embroidery. That's it.
Yeah, but this you can take with you.
It's portable,
Portable.
right? You can't take your embroidery machine with you.
So beautiful.
Oh, and so much fun. And so
Fast.
and fast. I mean, depending on the project you're
Yeah,
doing, right?
unless you're doing
And
that teeny
the
tiny
one
little
we're
stuff.
the one we're showing today is like super fast.
I love
and
these.
really easy and super cute. Super
Really
cute.
cute.
So, but I want to show you a new area of our store that
do you have
I
pictures?
do have a few pictures.
They're
Yes.
beautiful.
That, we talked about a little bit a couple weeks ago that we have a new area
The
called Sit and
sign that you
Stitch.
have in there is amazing.
Look at that.
Look at that.
What? Are you kidding me?
That's a LED light.
So,
or
neon light.
neon. That's the
Mhm.
word. Look at how
Sit and
fun.
Stitch with the Girlfriends, and that is the beginning of our yarn wall. We've got more to come because hello, Kris was just at H&H in Chicago and all the yummy yarns. Oh my goodness gracious. So
The colors are amazing.
yeah, incredible. So we have Sit and Stitch with the Girlfriends at our Logan store.
And we mean sit and stitch.
We do, because we have a couch, and normally it's not covered up with quilts, but we
Yeah.
had a trunk show going on. So, but this is the area where it is, and we want you just to come and enjoy and have fun and all the
You can
things,
sit there all
right?
day.
Yes, you definitely could. And then I've got, oh, I thought I had another picture. No, I'm not seeing it. Okay, so there are several different areas of this Sit and Stitch
I like
area.
where it's at the back, so you don't get all the hustle and
It's a
bustle.
little bit more private,
Mhm,
right?
mhm.
Yeah. And so
Relaxing.
in there, we are bringing back yarn for crochet, knitting,
Ooh.
cross stitch,
Ooh.
needle punch,
Oh boy,
hand embroidery.
I've tried them all.
I know, and they really are fun.
They are.
And I think we kind of go through different seasons, right? Like,
yes, I
you
gave all
know,
my thread away once.
And don't you wish you still had it?
Yes, I
That's
do.
okay. You gave it to someone who could enjoy it.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's what you have to
Yep.
remind yourself. And so in today's Through It Theory, we're going to talk a little bit more about cross stitch, something that you and I both love.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it so much.
And should we show them the project that we're going to be focusing on? Oh my gosh!
Oh man!
Okay, go ahead. Look
at how cute. Can you get? We're terrible. Mine is June. Look at that's watermelon letters.
I know, isn't that so fun?
So cute.
I think I showed these, I don't know, a couple weeks ago that I had been working on them, and they are so easy. So for those of you who go, you know what, can't do that either, I'm too old for it, Susan, I'm too old for it, or I can't see the
what
numbers
size?
or the sizes or whatever. That is 14 count 8 o'clock, which is
good.
So I'm
18's
going to
good
share with
too.
you.
Isn't it 18? Is that bigger?
18 is going to be smaller.
Which way does it go?
Because you think of it as like how many holes per inch. So 18 is going to be smaller.
Is it?
It's going to have more dots. More
oh,
holes,
okay, 12
right?
and 11. 11.
11
That's
is
what I
even
like.
easier. Yes. But isn't that so stinking cute? And so easy. So these are from our friend Sandra Workman. That'd be really fun.
Susan Workman?
Let's take Sandra Workman. Let's take a close look at this right here, Hunter. We'll come in closer. And I think one of the things that made this so fun, such a fun project for me, was the fact that it was fast, easy. You could get it done in a weekend at the most. And
here's my question.
I could take it to in front of the television or something. Yes.
How did you find time? With all your traveling and all the different things.
Well, I did some of it
on
the airplane.
Oh, okay.
You know, that's kind of fun.
They let you take a needle?
Stuff. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's no big deal now. And then just to add it to this little clipboard is just kind of a fun idea. And we have these clipboards now in the shop as well. And we will be selling kits for all of this really, really, really soon.
So
now
I don't have to go out and find it all myself.
We have them available in the store, but we only have a smaller quantity. So once we take it online, we're going to need a bigger quantity, and we're waiting on more DMC floss.
Yeah.
So that's our holdup right
That's
now.
come from
We
the
have the
wholesaler.
clipboards, we have all the things, but for a huge quantity of DMC floss, that's what we're waiting on. So anyway,
in the kit, what comes in the
enough
kit?
about that. Well, you'll have the pattern, you'll get the floss, the Ada cloth, the ribbons, everything that
really?
you need to do this. Yep.
Oh,
The rickrack, all of
and
that.
do I buy the clipboard separate?
No, we'll put it in the
Get
kit.
out.
Yeah. Now we will have clipboards separate if you want.
Okay.
Okay, so let's talk about Hunter. I'm going to our banners. Let's talk about some of the basics of cross stitch, okay? And if any of you have something to add to this conversation, we'd love to hear your comments as well,
Mm-hmm.
because
There's lots of ways to do
there's
things.
lots of ways. There's 6 ways to Sunday, as they say, right? Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is what is the difference between Ada 14 count. Now, there's lots of different counts out there, but Ada 14, and then they have what's called like an even weave 25 count. They also have even weave 14 count. It's the Ada is a little bit, just feels like it's a little bit bigger, but they Lori Holt has several different counts, and she plans on in a lot of her patterns, she does a 14 count even weave, and then she also does a 25 even weave. So let's pull these out and let's get an up close look at this. So this might be new to some of you, and it might be a good refresher for some of you as well.
Hey, good idea.
Let's see.
This is what I like.
And the fun thing about cross stitch too is you can choose as like hard of a project as difficult. I mean, there's huge, massive projects of cross stitch. That to me is overwhelming, but I do enjoy kind of these smaller projects like we're showing here. So let's take an up close look right here. And I'm going to bring this up on the screen as we talk about this. So we're talking about Ada 14 versus even weave 25 or even weave 14. It doesn't matter. Let's just say 14 versus 25. So you can see right here, I don't know how well you can tell on camera, but the 14 is not as tight, where the 25 is definitely tighter. So if you've done cross stitch before, tell me in the comments, what is your preferred count? Do you like the 14 or the 25 better?
Sometimes it depends on the stitchery.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah, if you're doing something delicate, to do this.
Now, on these ones that we did right here, this is definitely 14 count. And this is what I would recommend, especially if you're brand new or have a difficult time seeing.
Yes.
The 25 count is going to give you a much finer look to your cross stitch.
Right.
So when you look at it, you go, oh, it doesn't even, I can't even really see holes in it, right? Where the 14 count, you can. A lot of you are saying you like the 14 count and that your eyes like the 14 count. Well, very, very true, because let me show you another project that I've been working on. And that's this one right here. Now, this one I did on a 25 count.
Hey, I can even see that.
Yeah.
I'm very impressed.
Yeah, very good. Very good. And so I'm not done with it yet. It's going to end up being this cute little mushroom from Lori Holt,
darling,
which we'll make into like little pillows, little bowl fillers, if you will. And this is 25 count. Okay, so call me crazy, but I thought,
crazy.
You know what? I'm going to try it every single hole. Look how tiny.
What are you doing?
Well, I'm crazy.
Oh, you didn't go over to?
No, I did not go over to and up to. So I went every single hole because I thought, well, I want to just try this. And no, about this far into it, which is pretty dang far, if I do say so myself, I was like, no, I'm out. I'm not doing this single one. I'm going to do the 25 count, which I go over to, up to, and so forth.
So you can adjust it however you wanted. Just make sure you have enough.
Really can.
Fabric.
Yeah. And a lot of people at first, they have a hard time seeing, you know, those holes at the beginning. The first couple, you'll be like, oh my gosh, where am I going? Am I going the right direction? But I promise that as you go, it gets a lot easier. I promise, promise, promise. So Jen says, cute hoop. It looks
Yeah.
like it's in a nice frame. Yeah, because I wanted to show you this is just wrapped in fabric.
Get out.
And so if you wanted just like a plain wooden one, you could do that. Or this was just wrapped in fabric. And this one
You did that?
No, I actually bought this one at the store.
Get
if you
out.
can believe
Really?
that. Yeah. But you can absolutely make this on your own.
Yeah.
You could Mod Podge that on. You could just
That's a
wrap it
cute
around. I
idea.
think that would be really cute. So, but you're right, Jen, having that on there, if I wanted to, obviously it wouldn't be this one because I messed up here and then I just started stitching. But if I wanted something to be framed, look how cute
That's
that
a
is.
great idea. And then a cute little
So,
bow on top.
kind of fun.
Or not.
Okay. All right. So yes, Ladon says good lighting is your best friend. I absolutely agree with that.
Mhm.
And one of the tools that I
amazing.
love, and you guys know how much I love this, we've been talking about it with your machines, but look how awesome it would be to use your Caterpillar in the same way. And all I did was I had a
genius.
leftover lanyard from a Kimberbell event.
I got some of those.
Stuck it just right here on the back. And now I could actually wrap it around myself. Let's take a look right up here. And I can situate that light exactly where I want it to go.
I'm so glad I have one.
Okay. So this is just another way of being able to use this Caterpillar light that we love so much.
Genius.
Right?
Genius.
Yeah. So
Did
very,
you come
very
up with
simple.
that on your own?
I did because I love the Caterpillar light so much. I'm like, what else could I do with it?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, if I attached a lanyard,
Oh,
or if you don't have a lanyard, just grab some string and just,
yeah. Put it
make it
around.
around. But you can situate this because LaDawn is absolutely correct. Lighting is crucial
Yes.
to this. Okay?
I have a great big
I mean,
old
look
light,
how-
but
Look how much that light that adds. That's amazing. Now
that
I
is
have
amazing.
a magnifying glass too.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
that
Magnifier
everyone
light.
teases me about, but whatever. I'm fine with it. I'm
Yeah.
gonna own it.
Yes.
Big time.
Embrace it.
Okay. So that's the first thing I want to talk about is the differences in cloth. Now, next up, we want to talk about separating threads. Okay. So,
Because how many strands do you cross stitch with?
well, it usually patterns will tell you, but most likely it's usually 2.
Mhm.
But it also depends. Like if you're doing a certain loop method, then
Yep.
you only do 1. So, which we'll talk about in a minute.
And your instructions should tell you how many strands.
Exactly. And so what I do is I just pull this straight from the little skein. Okay, so just pull it. Don't be in a hurry.
No, because you'll end up
Okay.
with a big old knot.
Yeah. And you can even take these off too.
I will take off one,
do
but
that.
I'll make sure I can put the numbered one on
Oh, that's a good idea.
back on.
Well, I don't do that, Kyle, because look at these.
What?
These are little DMC stickers that we carry. And we also carry the little floss cards. And so
Those are lifesavers.
just take a minute to, sharpen the saw, like I say.
Yeah.
Sharpen the saw means you're getting prepped, you're getting ready.
Oh yeah.
And you'll be glad you did because then you don't have to be searching for all of that later.
And
So
it's not in a
sharpening the
big old
saw when
knot.
it comes to cross stitching, I wrap it around and I put the DMC color right here on the floss card. And again, all of these will be available here very, very soon. But
We
I
have
have found that
packages
to
of
be
this?
very helpful. Yes, lots of packages. So anyway, that's one thing that I like to do. Wrapping it is going to be definitely a good thing.
How
Okay.
long do you make your string?
I do it
Is there a
about.
log
I
on
do
it?
it absolutely a lot. About 18 inches is
Yeah.
usually what I'll do.
If you get it too long,
You don't
then
want
you're
it too
gonna
long
have a
because then
mess.
it'll be a mess. Okay, so let's talk about when we're separating these. Different people do it different ways, but it will usually DMC comes in 6 strands. And I like to just kind of pull one apart, put my thumb here, and then I just pull this out one at a time. You know what? You probably can't see that
One
very
at a
well
time?
on the, yes. but only if I pull out the for 2. Let me do it on yellow
Okay.
so we can see better. All right, let's pull this.
You couldn't do this if you tried to do the whole scan.
No, if you tried to pull them all out at once, you would get a knot for sure. Okay, so here's one, and then I kind of string that back together, and then I pull out my second.
Because it will twist.
Yeah. Now, one of the things that I saw at in Chicago was that they had this little, like, what do they call it? Like a little floss keeper for your remaining flosses, just to have handy, so that when you're ready to
Not
pull,
digging through
you're
your
not digging
basket.
through it again. Because before I usually just like go just put it on again, but a lot of times I need more than those flosses, those strands, and so it's this little floss keeper. So we are going to order that in. All right, then we put 2 together and we thread. Okay, so
I want to see how do you knot it?
we're going to talk about that.
Okay.
There's actually 3 different ways you can do this. Okay, so let me just get these put together. And let's talk about organizing the thread colors. I jumped the gun a little bit. That's where I was going to show you these with organizing the thread colors. So you'll find that to be very, very helpful. Okay, now time to thread this needle. Let's do this first. Okay, so one of the things that I have found for threading needles is I could do it by hand and
try it a few times.
It's kind of close. But
lick your fingers, lick the thread. Yep.
Yeah. But I have found that if I will actually put the needle on top of the thread, I usually have better luck. Now you see I'm not having much luck right now. So this is where I use the help of a little needle threader. All right. And this one's kind of cool because it actually has a light. I love light.
I have one.
You have one of these? And then it just pushes in and out. So there's lots of different needle threaders out on the market.
Because that's a tiny
this is
little
just one of them.
Little piece of wire.
It is. But it's
and you want it to go back in.
Yeah, there we go. I usually have, there we go. This.
So you put that right through
put it right through there.
Eye of your needle.
And then I'm going to take, oh my goodness. Of course, it's because I'm doing this live. I can't get this on. There we go. And we put this through the eye of the needle threader.
How many pieces of thread or strands of thread could you get through there?
I don't know.
Depends on the eye of the needle, I assume.
Yeah, it would depend on the eye of the needle. So you can see here that went on pretty slick, right?
Really slick.
Yeah. So let's talk about how do we begin our cross stitch. All right. So there's 3 different ways you can do this. You can start with a tail. You could start with a knot, or you could start with a loop. Which one do you like, Kyle?
Tail.
You like the tail?
That's what I've always done.
Yeah.
Because they said you do not put knots on the back.
Yeah. And you know what? Truth be told, have I put knots on before? Yep.
Yeah.
But
I like the fact that we've loosened up a lot.
Yeah. That's right.
I have a hard time following all the rules.
Now. You're not a rule follower?
On some things. I know.
I can imagine.
Some things.
All right. Now, normally I would cut my, is it raining out there? Sure is.
Sounds like it.
I would cut my cloth, but I'm not doing that for this because.
How big do you cut your cloth? Just a little bit bigger than what you're going to frame it in?
Yeah. There we go. Goodness.
Came off.
Yeah. There we go.
You don't have to wash this fabric or anything, do you?
I don't.
I've never.
Some people probably do, though.
Probably.
Do you like to use a hoop, Kyle?
Yes. Yes, absolutely. I've had the square ones. I've had all kinds of hoops.
Yeah.
But if you get it too big, then it's hard to handle.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. So let's talk about again, there's 3 ways. We can start with the tail, which is what you are a
Mhm.
fan of.
I am.
So explain that to us as I do this.
Okay, we come up from the bottom, and with your left hand, since you're right-handed,
Are we able
I
to get up closer
make
on this?
I make sure I know where that
Using the
thread is.
little cam next to Kyle.
Do you want me to use this? Okay. All right. We're going to scooch
Okay.
over here.
Oh, that is better.
There we go. Is that better?
Yeah.
All right. So go ahead, Kyle.
So as you're pulling it up, I am keeping track of that thread that's on the back, and I'll leave maybe not quite an inch long.
Yeah.
Less than that usually.
About that much?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we work over. So we come in from the left. We come up from the bottom. We go up the left bottom corner, and we go over to the right top corner, just in an X formation. Okay?
Right.
Half of an X. But
You're only going
notice
over one block.
I'm holding on to this
Mhm.
while I do it, just at the beginning. Once I get it started, I don't have to hold on to it, but I do that. Okay.
And once you get started, you could always weave it underneath your threads.
Right.
Now, do you do
And
your
then-
complete X first?
Okay. Well, that's another thing we're going to talk about, because there's the English method and the Dutch method. Okay.
Ooh.
So the English method is that we just finish
Complete
the
it?
X. We just complete it. Okay. Just like that.
Each one.
Each one individually. Now,
Hmm.
you can see here that on this little tail, what I need to do is just kind of move it over, scooch, 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 so that it goes underneath.
So you can catch it under your threads.
And then I'm going to go up.
Right where you were before.
Yeah. And then
You're joining
down,
those.
and I'm joining those. Okay. And then I go from the bottom right.
Because you're feeling where your thread is on the back.
Yes. And I go through the top left.
And you make sure all your X's go the same way?
Yeah, so that's another important thing to note, is that you want a very continuous stitch, something that's consistent. All right, so no matter which way you go, just be consistent throughout the whole thing.
I didn't used to be.
Now you can see here that that tail, like Kyle mentioned, is being crossed over. So that would be the first way of doing it, and it's usually the preferred method, although I actually really like the loop method. Which
And do
I'll
you
show in a
just go
minute.
up and down? You don't try and go down and catch it? I can't remember what you call it. Where you'll come down and go up to the next spot all in one stitch?
Oh, that would be, oh, no.
No.
Are you calling it the sewing method?
Yeah.
There's a sewing method that you don't use the hoop, and you actually fold your fabric in half and you go through.
What?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
No, I'm out.
No, thanks. Yeah.
Lost me.
Okay. So again, left, bottom, top, right, right, bottom, and then top left. All right. So this is.
And you're just going in those little holes.
Yep. We're just going in the little holes. And then to finish
That's
that.
a hoop that's covered with fabric.
To finish that, what you do is you just run those that thread underneath your previous
On the back.
threads on the back. Yep. And you're just
And all I need
sliding
to do
it
is
under.
that once, and don't pull it too tight, because then you'll mess up your.
And then where did my
stitch.
scissors go? Right there. Okay, so we're gonna trim this up. Okay, and I just trim right there. Okay. All right. So
Now, you
that
didn't
is
trim
the
your
first
start
method.
one, did you?
I could.
Okay.
In fact, that would make it look nice and clean, right? So I'll go ahead and trim that
Don't
too.
ever look at the back of my stitcheries.
Okay. I promise I
Okay,
won't.
thank you.
All right, friends. Now, again, this is called, what I just showed for starting it was what we would call like the tail method.
Mhm.
All right. So like she said, it's just leaving a small tail. All right. My hoop is wanting to come off. All right. The next method for starting it would be the knot method. Now, this is going to be the easiest, especially for kids.
Mhm.
I wouldn't recommend this as an adult. We all can probably have a nicer, cleaner back, right?
Mhm.
But if it's kids, we understand that that can
you
be
keep
kind
pulling
of
it
tricky.
through.
Yes. And so I would recommend the knot method for that. And how I do it is I take the bottom of my thread, bring it up to my needle, wrap it around twice, and then pull it down.
Mhm.
And now I have a knot. Okay, so
It
very,
doesn't
very
have to be a
simple.
giant knot either.
No, it doesn't. And so again, one more time, here's my needle in my hand. I'm taking the bottom of my thread, bringing it up to the top of the needle, just like right in the middle there. I'm going to wrap it around a couple times or 3 times if you want to. And I hold on to that wrap, and then I just slowly pull it all the way down, and I have a knot. So again, especially for children, this is going to be much easier. It's stopped, right? And I don't really care too much about what the back looks like. So I'm going to continue that same method here.
Mhm. You can do this with yarn too.
Yes, for sure. Now, the next thing that I want to talk about before I go into the loop method is this is called let's bring it up here. The Danish method. Okay, so when we
The
talk
one you're
about
gonna do now?
consistent stitching, yeah. The Danish method is where we just keep going. Let's see. Can we see that okay?
Mhm.
I wonder if I should change to red thread. Would that be better?
I don't know. I think you can see it.
Okay. Maybe on my next one I'll do red. Okay, so the Danish method, and this is the method that I actually prefer,
This one I do.
and you'll see why in a minute. Can you imagine why this is actually looks better?
Why?
It looks better on the back. Remember how you said you didn't want to
Mhm.
see the back? But
Mhm.
if you do it this method, you're really proud to show off the back.
Yeah, mostly.
Okay, so this is, you're going all in one direction first, and you're counting, and then you go back the opposite direction. Do you see how this actually can be very, very relaxing?
Mhm. Paula
I
thinks the
love
Danish
this.
method goes faster.
Oh, you know what? I kind of think so too. I've never timed it, but it feels like it goes faster.
Mhm.
Okay, and again, the back is going to look really good. Now, see what's happening with my
Uh-huh.
my
Twisting.
twisting? Let's talk about that for a quick second. What do you do, Kyle, when you start twisting? Because you're going to run into a mess here in a
I
minute.
drop the needle and let it untwist.
Exactly.
I did?
Do
I
you
said it
guys-
right?
Yeah. Let's bring
Huh.
the camera up here for a minute. So, let me get this out of the way. I just let it untwist on its own. Okay. Is there any other suggestions that some of you like to do when you start noticing twisting? You could also use a thread conditioner beforehand, which can help prevent some of that.
It won't get all over your fabric?
No, no,
Okay.
you don't want to goop it on, but
Just a little
just
bit.
run it right through, and a lot of people find that to be very helpful. Okay, so here we go. So here is the Danish method, and you can see it looks exactly the same
Mhm.
on the front, right?
Yep.
But on the back, it is a whole lot different.
Yeah, that is a lot different.
That thread got caught over there, but I have a knot there. The knot doesn't look very pretty, does it?
No,
But again, if you're for the kids, I would totally do the knot.
absolutely.
If you've got maybe a tween who has a little bit better control of the needle,
Mhm.
you could teach him or her how to do it the tail method, right? But for if you're just starting out, maybe the knot method is going to be okay, right? So look how nice those stitches are compared to the one right here. Oh, Cindy said, and you use less thread. That's true. I didn't even think about that, but you're absolutely right. And then to finish this, you're going to do the same thing where you just run that needle
How many do you have
underneath
to
your
catch?
stitches.
Just a couple?
Just a few. Okay. And then I trim it up. Okay. So now my favorite method for starting is the loop method. Have you done the loop method before, Kyle?
I think I was taught, but I go right back to my old ways.
Okay. And that's certainly okay too. So I'm going to do this in red.
Okay.
All right. Now, if you're going to do the loop method, let me share with you one more thing. This is the perfect time, my friends, to use these cute needle minders.
So you don't step on your needle later?
Remember the needle minders that we sell all the time? This is, look
Genius.
how nice it is to have your
Genius.
your needle right there.
Oh, it isn't just
so
for
nice.
collecting?
No,
And
no,
putting
no.
on a magnet
Although
board?
we do love collecting them too.
Yes, we do. I have a whole bunch.
That's right. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and separate
you're going to
this.
do two, one at a time.
Actually, with the loop method, you only pull out one.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you're going to double your thread.
We're going to double the thread.
So I would cut my thread a little bit longer then.
Definitely, definitely. Okay. Yeah, Debbie says to have pieces professionally framed, no knots are recommended. Absolutely. So that's why I say knots would be more for the kids, right? Kids, it's going to be easier to use a knot. If you're just starting out, use the tail. If you want to do something a little bit more involved, although I hesitate to even say more involved because it's actually quite easy. So do the loop. So the loop is where I take one strand of thread and I just fold it in half. So I've got the loop up here. My two end tails are down here. And I'm going to thread this. Now, whichever way is easier for you, I'm going to use my needle threader.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's do this. Have any of you out there used the loop method? Tell us in the comments because it really is my favorite method.
Let's see.
Okay, so I have my needle.
So you do the loop method?
I do the loop method, yep.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm just going to put my end right through that big hole, then bring it through.
What?
Okay. And now my loop is going to go at
Brenda
the bottom.
does it. Loop.
Okay, my loop's going to go towards the bottom just for the first stitch. Now, some people do it from behind, some people do it from the back. I do it from, or some people do it behind, some people do it from the front, I should say. I do mine from the front.
So your loop is
stitch.
at the end there.
My loop is at the end, okay?
Okay.
So I'm going to go in from the front and pull it to the back, okay, until that loop gets a little bit, let's see, right there.
Okay.
Loop gets there. And then I'm going to come up through the hole that I normally would, okay, and I bring my needle right through the loop. This is just for the first stitch.
Okay.
Now, dun, da, 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 look at that. And
You
bring
go right
my
back
needle
down
right back into it.
Okay, because the thread's going to catch it.
And look at that. It's beautiful. And there's no knot and there's no tail that I have to hold on to. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Tammy says she's only ever done the loop method. Didn't know there was any other way. Jana does the loop. Yeah, it really is amazing how well that works. And then again, if I'm doing the Danish method, I'm going to go all the way across first.
Have you ever lost count?
Yes. That's never fun. And then I'll go back. Okay. Now, sometimes you have to do one at a time, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes the pattern doesn't
Absolutely.
allow you to do anything else. So, all right. And then we go back.
People are saying they're going to try the loop method.
Oh,
Yeah, rewatch this.
It's a game changer. It really is. So you can see how pretty that is on the front. And then let's look at the back.
That is
Look
amazing
at
on
the
the back.
back.
No wonder
this
why
off.
mine don't look like that. Okay, yep, mine looks like
Look
your
at
yellow.
that. Look at that. There's no knot. There's no tail. You can
That's
see the
amazing.
difference here between the red and the yellow. So this one was done loop method and Danish method, loop Danish. This first one was done with the tail and the English method, where you do one cross stitch at a time. And this one was done with a knot and the Danish method, and then it was brought back through for closing it off.
Now, one thing,
So-
if you have it professionally framed, they
Yeah,
will put the paper on the back, so no one will see it anyway.
that's right. Exactly. Okay. But it definitely makes a difference
That is nice,
Um,
beautiful.
with a clean back. Somebody said they want to see the method again.
Good, I did too.
Yep, I can do that. Let me grab a new piece of thread and I will show that one more
Oh,
time.
look, it attached to your needle minder.
Oh, yes. See, needle minder's really nice to have.
That's a
right
good idea.
here.
Do you want to know what my husband says when he steps on a needle?
Oh, well, I don't know. I don't know if I want to know what
Nope.
he says,
Nope,
right?
it's not good.
It's not good.
And I can't even snicker if that happens.
No, because what would you say?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and use my needle threader because that's how old my eyes are. So again, the nice thing is I can just goes in and out like that. Has a little light. I really like this one, but there's a lot out there on the market. We sell several different ones. Okay. So I've got my needle on there. I'm going to grab the ends of my, so what I
ends.
did, I guess I should remind you, I only pulled out one strand of floss, just one, folded it in
But
half
you're stitching
so
with
that I
two.
have a loop. But you will end up stitching with two,
Okay,
because,
you've doubled it.
yeah. All right, so this is going to go through here. Okay, and then this pulls off. Aren't those great?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a game
can't live
changer.
without them now.
Yeah. Okay. All right. You ready, my friends? So you see how I have two ends and then I have a loop. I'm bringing the loop actually towards the bottom.
Okay.
Just for this first stitch. All right. Are we good there? Everyone good? The loop is at the bottom.
What is OIC? Oh, I see.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Okay. So let me take that off for a minute. All right. I'm trying my best to get it in the camera. It's kind of tricky.
Yeah.
All right. So for the loop method, you're going to go down from the front first. Now, some
So
people
you start on the front.
Some people choose from the back. I don't know. I like to do it from the front first. So I go into just the regular hole that I would normally be
that you're
going
going to start.
into.
Okay.
Mhm. And then I pull it through.
Do you have to go left to right, or can you go right to left?
You could go right to left just as long as you're consistent.
Okay.
Okay. So you see that loop there. That's a pretty good shot, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm going to come up. I just kind of pull it a little bit closer. Okay. And now I'm going to go up in the
Opposite corner.
opposite corner. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to pull
And
this
your
up.
fingers on the back are keeping track of where your
Yeah, I
thread
don't
is.
want to pull it too far. Okay. Now at this point, I'm going to take my needle and go through that loop,
This
pull
is
it.
genius.
And then go right back down through
In that same hole.
that same hole. And ta-da! Look, you have
Nice.
a beautiful stitch, no knots, pretty awesome. Okay. And
Tammy
then,
says you made her day.
oh, thanks, Tammy. And then, I mean, look at that, Kyle. You don't,
Unbelievable.
there's like, it's virtually,
Because if you're starting all these threads, you've got a lot of thread on the back that's fuzzy all over.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, and then you just continue. And again, my preference is the Danish method.
I just
But
have to
it's
remember that
totally
I'm
up to
working
you.
with one thread if I'm doing the loop, right?
Yes, if you're doing the loop, only start with one thread because
Okay.
it actually will end up being 2 threads.
Okay, and I'll just cut it a little bit longer than what I would normally do.
Yeah.
If I did 2.
Okay, and there you go. So with the loop method, do you tie a knot to finish? No, Marilyn. All you have to do is the same way. I'm going to finish it the same exact way that I finish all of my cross stitch, and that is simply by just running my needle just underneath. Okay, there we
On top
go.
of the
On top
fabric.
of it. If you need to do it a couple times, you could if it was like a small area.
Mhm. Sometimes I take a second
But
stitch.
that
you
is
don't need to.
That is it. How fun, right? Bobby
Bobby's,
said her.
yeah, oldest son.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is so cool. So anyway, that is it. We talked about how to secure at the end, tips for keeping place and twisting. We talked about just letting it unravel.
Yep.
On its
If you
own,
try
let
and
it twist on
unravel it
its own.
yourself, you make more of a mess.
Yeah.
Just let it do it
You know
naturally.
what? I know we're about out of time. Can I show one more thing?
Yes, please.
Let me show one more thing. If you start seeing twisting happening too, and your stitches are not, okay, just for the sake of ease, I'm going to just do a knot here real quick.
Okay.
Let me show this real quick. Hunter, can we get right over? There we go. Okay. If you're noticing that your stitches are not laying flat, one of the things you can do, now this takes way more time, I will tell you, but you can actually, like before you go down,
Okay.
let's see, you can actually go through, let me go, yeah, okay. You're going to pull you're going to separate them and go through the middle. Now, again, this is a little bit more of an advanced technique, but it definitely, if you're having trouble with your stitches laying flat, there you go. Okay. So again, you're just going through your stitches before you go back down. And sometimes that will happen just because, again, okay, can you see that? Do you see how I have 2 strands there?
Mm-hmm. And you just go in between them?
I would just go in between and then bring it through.
Oh. You're not making a knot or anything. You're just putting your needle between them.
Yeah. And then up and then bring it through. So it definitely takes more time.
Mm-hmm.
But
if you're taking this much effort.
Yeah, it works. And then your stitches really stay on top. Yeah, railroading. Yep. Okay. So that is all there is with that. Did we get everything? I think we got everything. So hopefully that helped explain a few things to you. Don't be afraid of cross stitch. I mean, look how cute these are. And let's show them, Kyle, some of the other patterns they have them for all the different months.
Oh my gosh.
Can we show up close to these? These are from Sandra Workman, and they're her typography series.
That is so, so cute.
That's so fun. So that one's January. Here's September. We have all of these in the store right now, and then they will be on the website very shortly.
Cute.
Okay. So if you're thinking,
and we're going to have kits of these.
Get into this. Yeah, I love the Halloween.
Oh my gosh.
So cute.
Trick or treat. Oh my goodness.
I
love that one. I love November.
And then December is so cute.
Nice.
So, and then, we have a couple more things we wanted to show you.
Yes.
On Friday's sale, we are going to be selling these. They're art frame cards.
Get out.
Why don't you tell them what they're using these for?
Okay, so you see there's an opening in here and there's a frame around it. You could make a block, a quilted block
Mhm,
to fit in there. You could do a hand stitchery. Like you could just take one of those
mhm.
designs on there, like I
Mhm.
see the cherries or whatever,
Like, look how cute
Yeah.
that would be.
and you just mount that in there.
Oh, I
Yeah.
forgot to show this.
Yeah, I was gonna
Here's
make
another
sure you
thing
did
that
that.
we are going to be carrying. These are cross stitch line keepers.
You need those.
So
You will like
this
it
is
better.
magnetic, and you can see here, like you can place your magnet right there so that it helps keep you in line. You could even take a second one
I never
and
thought
make it
about
go
that.
this way. And so it helps you to focus on one small area at
Yeah.
a time. What do you guys think about those?
One bite at a time.
One bite at a time.
Mm-hmm.
And again, they're magnetic. And so, and then you just slide it over. And you're going to find that to be very helpful too
Absolutely.
for your eyes, right? So if I was just working on that little area,
Mm-hmm.
that would keep things in line there. So there's so many fun little gadgets and gizmos.
Do you know what else you could
We've
do?
got these.
You
What's
could
that?
do machine embroidery in that also.
You
In
could.
that little card.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I
So
think that'd be darn.
anyway, some fun things to think about. You know, all of it's too fun not to try. You got to
Absolutely.
try.
Absolutely. This would
It's too
not
fun.
be. I could try that, and if I
Yeah.
didn't like it, I
Yeah.
wouldn't feel too bad.
You'd go,
But I
"Okay,
love
visit
it.
I know.
I love it.
Yes, yes, yes.
Hmm.
So Kelly's asking, you can't use a single thread? Most kits use 2 threads.
What?
When you do the loop method, you use a single thread, but it's doubled, so it ends up being 2 threads.
Right. You're
Yeah.
still stitching with 2 pieces of thread
Mm-hmm.
through your holes.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So lots of fun things to think about, and
Okay.
we're super excited to carry all of it.
Okay. I have to get all the patterns.
Yes.
I have to get these so I can keep track of where I'm at.
Right.
And I already have the light. I already have the light.
Exactly.
That is going to be a game changer for me.
It is.
It's coming off my sewing machine. Well, I'll have to buy a second one.
Well, this is the thing though, Kyle.
You can get
these-
it off.
Remember on your
Oh,
sewing
yeah.
machine, it's got the cradle.
Yeah.
So you could actually, if you wanted to, just, tape a little thing on the back here, and then you've got it right there. So
Nice.
oh,
And I have needle minders, so I'm
Yeah.
set.
so many fun things. So
Mhm.
if you're in Logan, come see us at the store.
Mhm.
It's beautiful. That new room is
Oh my
beautiful.
gosh. I'm going to sit in there
And,
one day.
Yeah. me
Bug them
too.
all day long.
Exactly. I think it sounds delightful.
Now, do we have thread fabric too?
We have the
Cloth.
Ada cloth, we have the even weave cloth, we have all of it, all the things
All
that you
the
need.
things. Come and visit.
Yeah. So
It'll be
anyway.
so much fun.
All right.
Okay.
Well, we hope you learned something new. We hope you're inspired. Maybe you look at it and say, no, not for me. And that's okay too.
Yeah.
But it really is, just sometimes it's nice to have a little change of pace. A little
Absolutely. I can sit and do these.
Yeah.
Yeah. Instead of my Legos. I'll give up my Legos
There you
for
go.
summer.
There you go. All right, friends, have a great rest of your day. These are the things to look forward to coming up. So we kind of combined the number 3
Oh,
at the
yeah.
same time. And we'll leave the other stuff for the gals tomorrow
Oh,
to
yeah.
show for
So much more
Wednesday
to
sales.
show.
All right. Have a great rest of your day. We'll see you soon.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.